Hi everyone, this is Yami again. Our topic today is about whole story contained in Danmachi Volume 19 in the novel, its title called The School District. And this arc should be continuation of Freya Familia versus Hestia Familia war game. Volume 19 is about Belle joining the school district to mentor a troublesome group of students. Belle is disguised as a level 1 student for the majority of the novel. The main character of this novel is Nena, Aina's younger sister, and a mage specializing in healing magic. The subplot of Nena not talking to Aina over the years is not overly interesting to me, as my view is that siblings aren't necessarily close with each other. This sibling issue was also in Freya's arc with different characters, so the author clearly has a view on how it should be. But even without an appreciation for this, I did feel a genuine connection between Nena and Belle. Nena's determination to help Belle with his studies and her caring attitude are a solid foundation for their friendship. On this, I did appreciate that Nena was Aina's younger sister. The school district is a school for adventures located on a ship sailing around. The school district comes to Horario, and Hermes essentially cons Belle into enrolling there, disguised as a level 1 adventurer, so that he can, as Aina would put it, broaden his horizons. In his time as a student, Belle becomes more perceptive of how others interact in a group and how to direct them even though Belle is not the leader of the group he's in. This novel essentially retreads Belle's earlier adventurers, especially Ion Season 1 when the group has to travel to the 18th floor and get past the Goliath, except this time Belle is in a mentorship role. The turning point for Belle's and Nena's relationship happens late in the novel when Belle and his student group are resting on the 18th floor. Belle tells Nena she shouldn't compare herself to her sister so much, and that the fact she has helped him so much is proof of her worth. It's a very good argument if the person saying this has worth, which Belle does. Nena falls for Belle from this, and isn't she shy about it, but it's understandable as she believes him to be a low-level student whom she has looked after ever since he arrived in the school district. Still, this is why, though the connection between Nena and Belle is very good, it can also be argued that it is among the weakest of the relationships Belle has had among his familia. Simply, Belle is not honest with Nena for the majority of the story, and his circumstances at this point are not parallel to where she is. Belle is a level 5 famous adventurer. Nena is someone trying to find her way. Belle has little reason to take an interest in Nena. Circumstances, specifically Nena being Aina's younger sister, didn't compel him to. On Nena's end, she does see more in Belle than any of the others in the school district do. But even so, she objectively has seen very little of him compared to what other main characters have. There are stories where famous characters hide their identities and find understanding that they've never had before from in an unexpected place. That's not this story. Nena's affection for Belle, while meaningful for her, has a far smaller meaning for him. Belle's identity is discovered soon after he has successfully helped his group learn to work together and appreciate each other. The ending of the novel has Nena see Aina at the guild to tell her she wants to join Belle and Hestia Familia as an adventurer. There are a few smaller scenes of Belle with the rest of Hestia Familia which, despite their shortness, are the ones that stand out the most. The rest of Hestia Familia now includes Ryu, who officially joins. There are fun and trivial parts to how this happens, but the most important thing is that Ryu does not ask Belle for an answer to her confession. At least she doesn't at first, which surprised Belle. Later on, in a comedic scene, Belle is being lectured by Hestia and Lily for leaving the school district to have dinner with Aina, when Ryu says she actually is really wondering why Belle hasn't answered her confession yet. This leads to further embarrassment for Belle, who wonders in exasperation why Ryu picked now to say this. It's mentioned here that Ryu's confession last volume when they are fighting Otter was broadcast to everyone in the city during the telecast of the war game. Ryu and Belle have to explain what happened to Hestia, but seemingly nothing too meaningful comes of it, other than the two are a little embarrassed around each other when Hestia Familia is training in the dungeon. Combat-wise, Belle and Ryu are the clear top 2 members of the Familia, with Bell acknowledging that Ryu is above him. This is contrary to how it was before the level up. In the end, Bell at level 4 was above Ryu at level 4. And the last, should I tell you, is, after the war game and Hestia Familia loss, Freya now has a very small role in this novel, only appearing in her duties as a waitress at the tavern for the war game celebration party at the start of the novel. Her familia is now subservient to Hestia Familia in that Freya can request her members to help with anything Hestia Familia needs. That's the end of Volume 19 of Danmachi, the School District, and if you want to know more about this, don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe, and click the notification bell so you won't miss out our next update.